Good morning, everybody. We're at the Ellery Creek campground. Big hole. We're off to do the Dolomites walk this morning. I still have a cold, but got some good pseudoephedrine from the chemist in Alice Springs. It's actually easier to buy that than it is to buy beer in Alice Springs, which is pretty funny. Anyway, the walk is about 3 k's, so should be able to handle it. Campground got off to a bit of a rocky start. None of the sites are really big enough or on the really suitable angle to park in, so we had to get some help from some very kind people to sort of push the camper trailer around. Anyway, this is the walk. Check it out. So this is the big hole that everyone keeps talking about. It's quite a sizable body of water. Sonia reports that it's quite cool, borderline cold. It doesn't look super appealing. Maybe tomorrow we can go for a morning swim before we take off. Just come for a quick walk down the Serpentine Gorge. It's quite pretty. Not allowed to swim though. That was just a little short 1 kilometre walk out to the gorge, but we're going to go check out the lookout, which Sonia tells me is a steep climb. It's very hard. We made it to the lookout. Had to have about a 5-minute break to get my breathing back down to normal. But it's a pretty good view. Probably doesn't really capture it in all its glory. That whole zone is like isolated because of a pool at the front, so nasty critters can't get in there. Yeah, great views from up here, but it was quite a tough climb. We're here at the ochre pits. It's yeah, much bigger than anticipated. Last ochre pit we saw was just like a small hole in the ground. It's a bit disappointing. This is a bit cooler. Let's go have a look. Yeah, so that wall's like 10 metres high. A lot of ochre got dug out of here over the years. The colours are pretty cool, and like there must have been a load of digging done to remove, well, what's missing. Great wall of ochre. Not allowed to take it though, $5,000 fine. It's a new day and we're doing the walk at Ormiston Gorge. We're going to do the Ghost Gum Lookout walk. It's like 3 k's or 2.5 k's or something. So we're going to do that. I don't know where we've just walked through, but it stinks. Not sure if you can really make out how huge that cliff is, but it's got to be 200 metres, maybe? I don't know, it's huge. Yeah, the scale of this is really hard to really comprehend. It's just absolutely enormous.
This is really cool. Hadn't really heard anything about it. Just thought, oh, you know, it's just another one of those gorges. But this one is awesome. It's enormous. Alright, this walk went from easy to very uneasy, super fast. There was a bit where it said you had to wade through some water. We couldn't even see the bottom, so it wasn't really wadeable. So we had to, well, we were ourselves really, but we met some people who gave us some guidance to scramble up a cliff and down another cliff, and now we're going down the riverbed. But yeah, really poorly marked, you know, it's just, the track just sort of just ended. It's a bit really, but, I mean, it's cool to be sort of a bit, sort of pushing your limits, but at the same time it was pretty unsafe. Overall that was a pretty cool walk. But yeah, just that scrambling over the rocks kind of freaked me out a bit. What did Sonia reckon?
It was good. Luckily we had someone to help us, give us some encouragement to get over the hard bit.
Yeah, I think we would have just turned around and gone back otherwise.
Absolutely.
Next stop on the list is Glen Helen Gorge. Looks pretty cool. The lodge here, which I guess was at one point a caravan park and other kind of things, is closed due to a sewage leak. Gross. We're supposed to be getting a permit here to do this track in the next few days, and of course they're closed, so there's nowhere else to get the permit, so I don't know what we're going to do about that. We'll work something out. But anyway, this walk in is pretty flat, not too much scrambling. Anyway, we'll show you what the gorge looks like when we get there. So we just went past about 15 people from a tour group who said, we've got it to ourselves, and it's very cold, so we've just approached, and there are some people here, but that's okay, not too many. Yeah.
I can't talk.
We're at an impact crater. It's apparently from a comet, not even a meteorite or meteoroid. I don't know how to pronounce it. There's not a lot of information. There's a Dreamtime story which says some baby fell from the sky and created this enormous hole. Anyway, see if we can find some actual information. Yeah, it's pretty spectacular. We'll wait till we get to the top of the lookout and have a look around. This crater is really, really big. Kind of makes the Wolf Creek one look tiny. Got to be quick because some other people have just turned up, which is really annoying. But hopefully you can just get a sense of the scale of this. I'd love to know how big it is. I'll have to measure it on Google Maps or something. It is cool. There's a little bit of info. So it was a comet, and it was made up of frozen carbon dioxide, not even like stone or metal or anything. So we don't really know how big it was, but the hole in the ground is real big. See if we can find some more info. So when we got here, it tells you to do the walk in a clockwise direction, but all of the information seems to
be better suited to doing it counterclockwise. So we're finding things out kind of in reverse. The comet arrived 142 million years ago. It was approximately 1 kilometre in diameter, and the impact released 1 million times more energy than the atomic bomb dropped in World War II. So there you go. Here's some info. So this is just like the, I don't even know how to describe it, and there doesn't seem to be any words on the information, but the actual crater was much, much bigger than this. This is just like the bobble in the middle. So it's pretty significant. So I guess this is just like the equivalent, this is my assumption anyway, based on the information that we've found, that this is the equivalent of the lake in the middle of Wolf Creek. So it's of a much larger scale. Pretty awesome though. And like there's no information about this anywhere. Like we just got this free leaflet, pamphlet thing that happened to have a really good map in it, and this was marked out on it. Nothing else that we've seen anywhere really mentions it. It's a pretty insignificant little turn-off, and like it's just like there's hardly anyone here. It's weird. I feel like this is, you know, pretty significant, but whatever. We were just talking about how the last meteorite crater we sort of stumbled across accidentally was the Dalgaranga crater in Western Australia, which is officially Australia's smallest recognised meteorite crater, and it's literally barely a hole in the ground. Like you could really easily miss it. So to just sort of stumble across this one is quite awesome. It's epic. What a surprise.